YouTube, what it do? We're back at it. We're gonna go over the last week's performance. Alright, here we go. We're just start off at the big drop, right? We're gonna start off at the big drop. And I forgot how long it's been since I made a video, so I guess we'll just start off like, we'll go right here or here, whatever, fudge it. Alright, so yeah, probably just around here, whatever. So we're just gonna do something real quick. 8 o'clock, which is 7 o'clock. We wait, obviously overextension, obvious. Break a candle right here, got in at the sell and got in a little bit, had some profit. Minor structure, we were looking for this area but didn't happen, came back up, stopped us out, yada yada. Next day we didn't even take it, bro. 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock right here, just nothing yet, nothing. We needed to wait till the momentum happened here. Break a candle was just too much money to, too much capital to spend, to be honest. We needed all of this right here. That's like 100, 200 bucks for risk, even though we know it's gonna play out. It is what it is, like. But yeah, just capital problems, that's all it is. We already saw the move. So to the next day, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, which is 7 o'clock. We know we want sells here, right? But we have to be cautious here. Nothing yet. We want SMT or break a candle. Nothing could be break a candle right now because there's no overextension or anything. So yeah. Alright, and then I did a dumb trade here, bro. It should have been a no trade day, but I thought it was gonna be a little wick and I thought I was gonna get in here, stop loss above here. And yeah, it's just stupid trade. No reason for that to happen. Excuse me. We already know that we made structure right here, so it was potential for it to reverse. Oh, but thank God it was just a small L, but still stupid, unnecessary. That's trades that we need to just not take, right? So the water's so good, but we haven't had that many trades like that, so it's alright. One slip was alright. Thing is, during these times I'm trading, going through a lot of mental things, and if I'm able to trade like this pretty decently while my mental is still like, damn, you know what I'm saying, or because of certain things, it's a good sign for what's to come. So 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, damn, we went way too far. So here I was still expecting sells, right? But it's just like we can't, like there's nothing here yet, right? So 9 o'clock, like low-key this could have been a break a candle actually. Yeah, that could have been break a candle. Why did I not take that? Because these are tapped. Let me see on my account right here if this was properly tapped. So yeah, there was a wick and everything. Should have been a break a candle. Small trade right there. Made minor structure, right? Made some decent structure. I want to say minor structure, but it's structure, not major structure though. It's not like super good structure, because all of this needs to come down. And I literally predicted the move and I didn't take it, because we're gonna see soon that the amount of money I needed for it to, amount of capital I needed to actually do that trade properly was just not it, right? So 8 o'clock here, 7 o'clock, we wait. There's just nothing here right now. This is all sketchy movement, right? We went down first, ended up being right at the precipice again, so we wait again, and this is where I saw it, right? So I was like, break a candle, but is it, there's no like extra momentum, right? So I didn't take it, and I knew it had to come down because just look at it, It's all about, it's like a Jenga system. It's a structure system. It's all it is. So boom, saw this and I was like, bro, there's no way we could take this. Even if it's a break a candle, I would need to break in here and stop loss above here, blow my account, right? But bro, when I tell you, it was the biggest trade that would have just launched me, would have launched my flipping account, bro. But it's all right, cause like we identified the trade. It's getting tiring, bro. Really getting tiring. But I got newfound motivation because of a thought. So we're gonna get the bag and we're gonna run it up, right? So yeah, saw it. We literally saw it. We knew what it was, but we couldn't take it, bro. We couldn't take it. That's 100 pips, bro. No, it's like 200 pips. No, it's 100 pips. 100 pips. Loki, I could have, but it would have been the whole account. It would have been the whole account, and it's. I wouldn't say it's not smart, but I had to be really convinced. And even though I knew it had to happen, I didn't know it was gonna happen with this candle right here. I thought it was gonna be a candle here, then break again, and then. But yeah, bro. But yeah, bro. Talk about, it was literally 1,000 pips. Would have at minimum gave me two grand. Damn, water's so good. At minimum give me 2 grand, and we would have been ready, bro. But whatever. Anyways, we had a small trade here. This is a dumb. Now my emotions are kind of all over the place. Even though this was a decent trade, we need to understand that this is only 9 o'clock, which is, you know, this is valid. This was actually valid. But even though it was valid, we need to understand that there was no like SMT type thing, and it's not gonna just drop right away like that. This is a small quick scalp, and that's all it should have been. So yeah, sell here. Luckily we like broke even because we had our stop loss here when it switched candles. And don't know why my music stopped playing, so we're gonna go back here. Nobody even watches this far, and yeah, we're just gonna keep going. I love my boy Stuff Is Cold, but helps me get through a lot. Anyways, we're gonna go right into it. So we got this, boom boom, one trade done. We understand that it's just not gonna happen that day, right? And we moved on. So you keep moving. Damn, went too far. 8 o'clock right here. So 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, nothing yet. We know this gap needs to be filled, right? So we gotta tread with caution. Boom, it gets filled. We're not able to take something like this, bro. Already overextended to the downside. Break a candle it's risky. This is like when we have money to just burn and take kind of risky moves. Break a candle here, or we could have taken the trade here, stop loss above here, because it's a supply zone, right? And then I'm pretty sure it went down. All right, never mind, it didn't. So yeah, it was a good thing to not even trade there, because yeah, it just overextended downwards. I want to fill the gap, but like it's just not good. It's not good sauce. So yeah, came back. I don't even know if it filled the gap properly. Yeah, it didn't even fill the gap properly at all. On my MetaTrader, definitely didn't fill the gap at all. So no point of even trading that. I'm pretty sure that's why I didn't even take this trade. This is a good confluence when you have two separate things, two separate brokers or whatever, and they don't even line up, right? So this one barely even touched, and this one completely touched. So it didn't even line up. So I was like, nah, fudge it. So didn't trade there, as you can see. No arrows are there, and we waited. But however, this is still valid, right? This is valid upwards movement, which kind of sucks. Actually, is this? Doesn't even look valid, bro. But yeah, this is not valid at all. So we wait. Oh, this is this trade, right? I think I got break a candle here. Yeah, break a candle here. Got in for some profit, and came and stopped us out. Now, what did I learn here? This I literally was looking at it. I was like, bro, it's not enough. Something is off about this. Like, for it to just come straight down like this, especially when this is what I learned. The candle, when the candle is like this, right at the tip, and it has like no wick like this or a decent wick, don't touch it. If it closes like that, don't touch it. All right, so we do get in, and we get stopped out. That's my bad. We learned something from that though, right? We learned something from that. Now here, the wick is here, right? Break a candle here is valid again. I'm not even frustrated because we learned something there. But as you can see, the difference, right? Break a candle, could have sold right here as well. We didn't even get the break candle, and then wrote it down right to here, right? So we know what to do. We already know what to do. It's a matter of time, bro. It's a matter of time. I promise you, it's a matter of time. Whatever. It's been a while, but I promise, bro. I have no other choice. I have no other choice, bro. I swear to God, I have no other choice. Anyways, yeah, 8 o'clock right here, so which is 7 o'clock. 8 o'clock here. Yeah, this is let's see, came down, it's below, right? So we're looking for sales still. Nothing yet. It's possible break a candle right here, but I'm pretty sure I just didn't take any of these because it's sketch. All right, yeah, so I'm glad I didn't take this, but I didn't take it because it looked like I just never had enough capital, right? Like, why would I take this is what I'm saying. My answer was no, but I'm looking back and I'm like, why wouldn't I? Right? If it broke the candle here, why would I not take it? Now what's the features that tell me not to take this? Because it was a loser, right? Is there not enough momentum? Is we need upwards movement more, like, or we just chalk that up as a L? Because I'm looking back, I'm like, why would I not take this? I don't understand why I wouldn't take it. But anyways, like, yeah, so I guess we just take the L there. I don't really understand this part. L taken there. Don't know why my music keeps stopping. It's on a replay, bro. Quit playing with me. Like, what the fudge is wrong with this guy? Bro. Play my thing.
For one-on-one consultations.
Oh my gosh, my gee, what's my guy not? Dude, whatever, bro. I think my thing just glitched.
And you do these things the right way.
Dude, bro's in the background.
You know, like futures.
My guy, chill out. Alright, whatever. I don't care if you guys see this, bro. I'm not editing anything. It's really just for me. Anyways, I just love this song. I don't see why I wouldn't take this. Maybe because it's not clean upwards movement, but then again, this isn't clean either. Like, this is garbage. I don't think I should even take any of this. I think we just stay away from it. And I think movements like this gives us opportunities like this, our supply setups. That's what we should be looking for when we see movement like this. Okay, so we see supply setups, boom, and then it came through, right? So lots of knowledge to be had. There's no way we would have held through all this. It's just not happening. Would have got out at, like, right here, which kind of sucks. I was tired, bro. Anyways, 8 o'clock. Already made structure. Now I made true structure. I'm pretty sure. No, they didn't even make structure, bro. I don't even know what's going on, bro. Made nothing. And yeah, so this now we're in current day. I'm pretty sure. This is just straight BS. I don't know what the fudge this is. This is straight garbage. And I knew not to trade this. No break of candles or anything, because overextension. Well, not necessarily overextension, but this is overextension upwards, and it's just not, it's not connected structure. It makes no sense, right? So then there was no trade here, and then we had, dude, move, and then we had here is 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, and then we had today now, right? So even though there's no set structure down here, and I expect this to fall soon, we gotta play what is giving us, right? So even though structure's wonky, we have to be like, okay, ended up upwards, and little structure was made for the next day, preview next day, bro, right? So Duolingo's out here. All right, anyways, 8 o'clock, right? This is something that we have to learn with the buys now. Break a candle buy action. This is what we have to learn, bro. 8 o'clock to 7 o'clock, right? Make sure I got this right, bro, because it's pissing me off. 14. Yeah, 14 is 7, right? Bro, I'm so out of it. 14, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. 14 is 8, okay? Gosh. So this is right all this time? What the heck? Alright, bro, I'm out of it, bro. So 8 o'clock here. So we want to see sells, right? However, the next candle is crucial. We see upwards momentum, close above. Now we want to see either break a candle above, stop loss here if we were expecting upwards movement, and then if it doesn't and it comes down, we can switch, right? But we have to be ready, because upwards movement, even though structure is garbage, upwards movement closes above. We got to be ready for buy here as soon as it breaks, stop loss here, and ride it. All right, that's all I got for you guys today, bro. Probably just gonna talk a little bit more, bro. Bro, I don't even know. The motivation, bro, you guys gotta have in order to like really do anything in life really needs to come internally, and I think external forces are a big part of that stuff. And one of the best things ever is like stuff like heartbreak, disappointment. My first ever friend or whatever, way back in like middle school type stuff, that type of hurt pushed me so far, but then I started forgetting about it, and I started not caring that much. And then recently, like 2 years ago, got someone else, and it was cool, even though I made some mistakes. I understand that, but then something unforgivable happened, right? So, and it's basically dead. And now I have the unlimited motivation to make sure that that person never forgets me. Not by any means of hatred, but on the terms of success. Like, it's just like, if I fail, it's like they were right. Because then she could sit here and say like, oh, she never cared about the money, yada yada. And it's kind of true, because it wasn't really like that. But there was always like sly remarks, and I caught on a little couple remarks talking about, you gonna be with your parents till 30. And nigga, if I am, bro, what? Nigga, rents out here is crazy. You could find a house, bro. Good luck on you. But I'm gonna be rich doing this stuff. And she would say something like, you're gonna be here till 30. That was the one thing, like, out of nowhere, right? And I was like, Like she hasn't said anything else after, like before that. And then all of a sudden, that happened, and I was like, that really opened my eyes a little bit, right? And then just sly remarks, like just little sly remarks that I can't even remember. And then eventually, like we weren't really like even together, because I kind of messed up. I should have just lied and be like, yeah, I'll stay your boyfriend, yada yada, like, because I really cringe loved this girl or whatever. And even though like I loved her so much, I was like, let me just spare her the hurt. And I tried doing something out of the goodness of my heart and like break up with her and not use her. But in the end, I should have just done that. Should have just used her, cause then I got scarred. But even though I got scarred, it was the best thing that could ever happen to me, bro. So like, fudge it. Nobody's even gonna watch this far, so I'll just say what happened. So yeah, she we were watching a movie and everything beforehand, and like she had this trip coming up for something. I'm not gonna say it just because in case people know whatever, but she was supposed to go somewhere for like some schooling type stuff or whatever, call it that. And it was like 5 days, and even though that when we were not together, I would still be loyal. It was like kind of messed up, whatever, like situation. But even though we weren't together, like we already all knew what time it was. It was like we wouldn't cross certain lines. But she crossed the line, and I know the game. Like, trust me, I know the game, and I knew what was happening. I knew she was talking to other dudes. I was talking to other girls, but I didn't expect. I thought she was just gonna go out there and talk. I didn't expect her to go in another nigga's bed. Right? Now, I know the sauce. I know the game, right? Now, at first I was like, bro, she's getting drilled. Still possibly could have happened, right? However, I look at facts. I still lean toward it did happen, because whatever. You gotta understand, I'm like, basically, I did. Like, I understand how to lay down, whatever. Anyways, and like I run. You guys wouldn't understand it. Watch Stuff Is Cold, you understand. I know how to use the game. All right, whatever. I know how it is. Not no simp, right? So I wouldn't give this girl any type of emotional things a lot, or emotional connection or whatever, even though I kind of did, just not a lot. And she got some super soy boy. If you don't know what a soy boy is, it's just basically a simp that is just like cracked out. So bro was they were already texting for like a month. Bro was ready with the flowers in hand. But let me not even say it yet, because whatever. Anyways, I'm at work. She's gone for like 3 days at this point, and I'm like, oh, let me call her now. Because when she got there, she was like, oh, I'm there, I'm here, all right, talk to you later, bye. And I was like, oh, let me see the rooms. That was the first red flag. They didn't want to show me the rooms, so I was like, all right, bet. So later on, I'm like, I already know what's happening, but I didn't know what was happening like that. Right? I thought she was just not gonna talk to me. But yeah, she's going to this guy's apartment, whatever. I didn't know this at this point, but I did know it at this point, because I just know what's happening. And I'm working still, and I'm like, let me call it on like the 4th day or the last day, I think. And she doesn't pick up. So I call her one time, doesn't pick up, and I'm like, she texts me like, what happened? And I was like, oh, you think I'm stupid? And then I was like, I taught you the game and you don't think I know what's happening? And she couldn't say anything. She's just like, what you mean? So I just left it at that. There's no point of calling and like being a little soy boy and like saying, yo, pick up the phone. Like, bro, you take that thing on the chest. Take them hits, right? So yeah, it still hurt a little bit. I didn't really expect that. I think at that point I knew she was at some other nigga's place or whatever. So I was just like, alright. Then go home. Whatever, bro. Ain't nobody watching this. I guess I could just. Oh, this is far as hell away, bro. Whatever. Anyways, yeah, we text or whatever, and then long story short, I'm gonna talk about this again in another video because I need to be reminded constantly of why I do this stuff. But yeah, now we were texting and calling. We called on FaceTime or whatever, and she landed and we went to go eat. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, alright, she was talking to dudes, yada yada. And the soy boy came out of me for a second because I was like, I kind of miss her. But then after that, we ate. She sends me these images of pictures that she meant to send to a bro. And I was like, I never usually click stuff right away. And I was like, let me click this right away. Boom. I look at it, look through it, and they're cuddling in the bed. And I'm like, and there was a video, it was like, there was nothing crazy, but it was like, look, he's sleeping, right? And he was just sleeping right there, and she's taking a video. And I let my emotions slip up. I was like, don't ever talk to me again in your life, right? And I was like, but then again, I can't even be mad at it because I know the game. I told her that we're done, whatever, but we still weren't, in my mind, kind of. So that happened. She was like crying, apologizing. I'm like, bro, why are you apologizing? I'm like, I don't want your pity. Like I know why you did what you did. And then she swears that she didn't do anything. And the only reason I might believe it is because the bro is such a soy boy. Like, I don't think he has the skills to actually do it, like in that type of time span. But bro, I have no clue. I will never know. And the moment I think I know is the moment it will switch. It'll be like, yeah, she did it. But even if she didn't, bro, it's like dead. Like, there's no coming back from that. And there's only one thing that I said to her for her to come back from, which I literally can't say on here. Like, I'm not gonna say that. But if that happens, then it'll be forgiven. Just understand that it requires another person. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, but yeah, so that really was like, damn, she really did that. And then at this moment, I switched my mentality to be completely unemotional towards this person. And I was like, alright, bet. So we can still enjoy our time. And that's it. So then she cheated on her bro with me multiple times afterwards. Stayed unemotional. And then she's just like, oh, you're using me. Like, bro, what else am I supposed to do with you? You betrayed me and you expect trust from me or anything else from me? Commitment? So yeah, and then recently she didn't want to answer a text or something. Like we had plans or something, and then she didn't answer. So now she's on ice. She was blowing up my phone, sending me our old messages or like our old videos of when we were chilling. talking about hey, and she didn't answer me. So now she's on ice for a week. Cause I could still play the game on like being unemotional, right? I'm not gonna answer her calls, whatever. But yeah, bro, like the motivation you get for something like this is insane. You get unlimited motivation for that person to really understand what they did and really be like, damn, I messed up. Even when she has a husband, because you understand that I'm the imprint. If you guys don't know what that is, it's basically like you are that guy, you're that guy to that person, and not only to that person but to other people, and she sees that with other people. So if you're that guy, they will never forget. And the only way they'll feel satisfaction for choosing what they chose is if you become nobody. If you become nobody, they win. You understand me? So if you're going through something like that, you have to become that nigga, bro. You don't understand. So I'm that imprint. She will never forget about me, ever. Ever. Especially when I'm successful. Especially when I'm rich. She says it doesn't matter, but it matters. Because that's why she was over there with bro. She thought she had a guy that had more money. But then at that same point, I got a raise. And I make the same amount of money. And I keep more money. Because of my situation. I don't have to pay rent that much. So, just completely backfired on her. And she constantly calls me, talking about crying and stuff. Talking about, you just gonna hold it over my head? Nigga, what? My bad, bro. It gets me riled up. Because it literally makes no sense. Do you not understand what you did? I never did that. Slept over there for 2 days. 2 days. She says 2 days. I think it was the whole time. Because I'm not stupid. But yeah, that motivation, that fire. If you don't have that, I want you to go out there and get your heart broken. I don't know how you're gonna do it. You need something traumatic to happen to you, bro. Like, something needs to happen. And if you don't have that burning desire to become better, it's just like, dog, what are you doing, bro? So yeah, bro, like, especially with this person, bro, like, it backfired on her so hard. Because with this certain thing that I said, I think you guys could understand what I meant with another person, whatever. But she brought her friend to my place of work, and she brought up this thing, and it backfired on her because her friend didn't even say no. So at this point, she knows that, like, I'm that guy that I could have her friend that has a boyfriend as well. I could have her sister. I don't like her sister though. But I'm not that person. The only revenge I want is to be so successful that she is sick. So successful that she's in a happy marriage with kids and she's still sick. She don't want that soy boy. I just flicked on some girl cause I'm too focused now, bro. I can't do it again. That's traumatic experiences, bro. I don't think you understand. It's a traumatic event, especially when you're so deep in love. And the whole time I was not in love. That whole time, and then at the end I slipped up like a stupid absolute. But it's all part of what God has planned. Because I literally asked him for everything. I said, let me experience love like high school love. And that's what basically it was. It was like, it felt so much like how it would feel, right? It was true love. No one knew about anything. And we wouldn't tell anybody. We kept it low key. And yeah, we would sneak around, come to the crib, and it was just so pure. I'm about to get emotional on here, bro. Fudge. I only get emotional about those times because she was really good, and then I messed that up. But I owned up to my mistakes. I tried. My first real relationship, I tried, but yeah, I messed up, and then afterwards I just gave her free reign to do whatever she wanted after, even though she asked me to be her boyfriend, and then she slipped up again. So I was like, you know what, bro, this is dead, basically. Just like Joe Biden said, even though we created this problem, doesn't mean it's acceptable, right? But you get that reference, you're a goat. But yeah, bro, there's so much I could talk about. I'm gonna talk about this more. Kind of want to make a different channel talking about just random stuff like this, and yeah. So I guess I'm gonna just end it there, bro. Just babbling. And yeah, bro, just you need to get that thing to motivate you forever. When you wake up, you have a burning desire to just want to prove somebody wrong and get their whatever your version of success is, to flex on somebody, bro, like, and just prove them wrong. You can't let them win, bro. You can't let any of these people win. You have to win before we die. It's the only reason we live, and to help others and have good memories, but to achieve what we want to achieve while we're here. So yeah, bro, that's gonna be it. Hopefully this wasn't too long. Your boy AJ signing out.